everyone, Tiniestofchibis here, and we're back with
Come
Genshin
on,
Impact.
let's get moving. We're not frozen in place.
Okay, so like, I technically have 2 events to do right now, and I really kind of in that. I'm in a mood. I don't really want to play anything, but I was like, this is on a time limit. I better fucking do this, and then I have to do a quest. There's another event that I have to do something to do to get that done, and I'm like, I am just in a mood of like, because I wanted to play a different game, but I was like, I have a couple of months before I actually need to pull up something there. I also need to fucking, well, I do have last bit of one game. Fuck it, I'll tell you guys. Upload it onto my YouTube. I just need to schedule that shit. Unfortunately, I haven't done that yet. So, where the fuck is my fucking... You know what? Fuck it. I'm turning on the AC. Like, I'm in a fucking mood, you know? Did I turn on the AC? There it is. So, I got my, what the fuck was it? My corset, and I washed that. And I know you're not only supposed to, like, fucking spot clean it, but I didn't do that shit, because I was like, it's... Like, it fell on the floor, and instead of picking it up like I should have, I let it sit on the floor for, like, a long while. So, I finally picked it up, and it was covered in dust and dirt and shit. So, I was like, let me hand wash it. Because you can't throw it in... Because of the bones, you can't throw it in the washer or the dryer. And obviously, I can't throw it in the dishwasher. So, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You know, so I did my best to hand wash it. You know, I don't even think... It says you're only supposed to spot wash it, but, like, honestly, in reality, it needed good washing anyway. I probably would have been better off with dry cleaning it. But, 1, I don't have the money for it. 2, I would have to go to a place and, like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable taking my corset out to do that. So, I hand washed it. And, like, I don't know. I think it was a lot of the dyes were coming off. Or it was a lot of dirt. It was either dirt and dyes. I don't know. It was not clean. So, yeah. So, it took me a while to go through it. And, you know. But, yeah, the water was coming out like a tinted. So, like, I think at first it was dirt. And then after a while, I think it was just the dyes. But right now, I like kind of tried to squeeze out as much water as I could before hanging it up, and I have like a fan blowing on it. I'm hoping that'll help it air dry faster. Oh shit! It's 3:08. Let's assume it's been like 3 minutes. So, I'll say 8:30. Wait, 8:30 is 3 fucking. Let's say 3:30. Well, 3:30 for me. So, I need to do something here. I have no what. Complete Lost in Prophecy Quest to unlock. I have no idea what that is. It's probably something. Okay, so I'm gonna do the wind chest string chase. Okay, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the one I think of. The rest of them I got like all the things. This is the only one I fucked up a little. But I did lower. No, because I didn't lower my world level in that one. Hold on. Is this... Let me check something real quick. Cool. No sound. I don't know, I'm feeling super fucking antsy for some reason. And I hate it. Yeah, this is basically like, oh, do the thing.
Crumble!
Eh.
Brace yourselves.
I could. Damn it.
Dodge this! Stabilize!
Actually, can't I just skip over this?
Here we go.
No, I don't think I can. I think I have to fight them.
Freeze!
I can skip over some of them if I choose to. It's not. It just varies.
Cool it! What's the hurry?
Maybe I need to fight them for the coins.
Catch the wind.
I hate when I'm trying to do a thing and it won't let me. Woo! Oop. Had to do like 3 of those for some reason. What am I doing here? Oh wait, this way? I think depending on how much time I get through this and shit. Ah! Damn it! Okay, okay, shit.
What's the hurry? Catch the wind.
Woo. Alright, alright. Come on. Up, up. I hate how it's giving me heebie-jeebies and I'm like, ah, I'm going
What's
to
the hurry?
die. But I did, so it's all good. I'm debating on if I should just show you guys all of that shit. Or, because like it's essentially the same thing over and over again. It's just some of the things are going to be different. But I just figured I would show you the first one at the minimum. Oh, I forgot I moved that off. I was showing my friend some stuff that I was gonna wear if I ever did a masquerade thing. Because I have the steampunk hat and like the mask. Though the only problem with the mask is I would have to wear contacts, which it's here or there.
More effective in the rain.
But I need to buy a
This
dress.
is going to get
you know?
interesting.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wouldn't gliding be
own a
faster?
dress. I don't, which just sucks. It's like, 'cause I wouldn't mind owning a dress, you know. But I'm not exactly like a dressy type person.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a skirt that I can probably use as a dress, but I'm not exactly, you know. It's not exactly a dress, it's a skirt. It's whatever. You know how to do it. No matter cost. Things are hard to copy. The Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. I think this is the one I needed to do. Still lost priority, right? Yeah, lost priority. So I guess I gotta. Fuck! That was a time and a half, wasn't it? No. Hopefully I don't have to do a whole bunch of shit. Be very upset. Because this one's kind of trippy. And technically it's not done. We're already only on the second part of the fucking thing. So it's not technically done, but whatever. The first part. Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts, my baby. I'm Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts, my baby.
It stopped raining already? A shame. I wanted to play some more.
I don't know if you guys can hear my music.
Welcome.
I'm
Welcome.
jamming out to music right now.
How can I help you too?
I like my
Hi
headphones
there.
plugged in.
We would like to
So I'm wearing
ask
like
you
2
a
sets of
question.
headphones technically.
Do students from the academia ever come to Port Ormos?
And what I'm basically
Of
listening to is
course.
like a playlist
Especially around
of,
this
like,
time of year.
um,
Students from Sumeru
Twisted
City that are about to
Twisted
graduate
Wonderland
often
theme
come to Port Ormos
songs.
to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia.
Yeah, they're talking.
Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia.
Shh, quiet. Just let me see. So.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
We should be able
There's
to
been a
listen
lot of
to
fighting between the different
every
Eremite
reason.
factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Hold on. I'm gonna.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see?
Oh,
Many
I
of
didn't
the
know that was
Eremites in
verified.
Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ain el Akhmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Sorry, I know y'all can hear me, so I'm gonna talk. I just wanted to check to see if my choker would fit. Because I found one, I have like multiple chokers in my goddamn house. I just can't find any of them, and I just found one. So I went to go, see if it, I found it earlier, but I was like, you know what? Since it's there and it's closer to me, I'll go see if it fits. And I was checking to see if it fits. It still fits. Well, of course it fits. It's like bigger than my neck.
So,
But
what's your plan?
I could probably put it on the lowest setting, and it would still probably have some loose, some wiggle room and whatnot. But didn't. I wonder where all my shit went.
Wait! Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you... Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Where's my mirror? I had a mirror somewhere. I don't know where. Meh, I have to walk. I don't want to walk. It's so far. It's far away. Wait,
What's the hurry?
And I ran. Ah. There we go. Am I going the wrong way? I think I'm going the wrong way. It's fine. Eventually I'll get there, right?
What's the hurry?
Where the fuck am I going? I have gotten lost. I am lost!
What's the
Lost,
hurry?
I tell you, lost! There it is. Whoop.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Anyway. Where is my mirror?
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
stuff always goes missing. I don't know why.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. The main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Decisions,
Yeah,
questions.
with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Why is it that you can never find anything that you want, you know? Trying to find shit and I can't find shit. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
What's going on? How can there
Get up.
be Kairagi here?
Go over to them.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
While you're talking.
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
Oh, I didn't know I had some extra shocks in here.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
I kind of want to say the first one just for shits and giggles.
Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more go. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
One more question.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King.
I know you can hear me, so that's why I'm talking. Yeah, you ain't got the wire that you shouldn't have, or did something snap on it?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Hold up. I gotta listen because it's
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too! Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions! He went that way! After him!
Oh, I should probably be paying attention. um. Where am I going?
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
I hate them.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about!
I wonder when they'll...
Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about
I was just thinking about it.
Certain something.
Technically the
no?
Archon, not including the Traveler.
Who exactly
will be
are
the
you
first
two?
Dendro character.
And why are you inquiring about that?
No, wait. No, scratch that. That was Kali and Tanari. They're Dendro. I forgot about them for a minute there. My bad.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Sorry for being quiet. I'm like doing too many things at once, and I probably shouldn't. Oh shit! Didn't I say like? All right. No.
You're still.
Okay. So I'm gonna hurt. Okay, cool. We're gonna actually end this episode here, and I will actually set the timer for the next episode. But yeah, so for now, Tiniestofchibis is signing out.